Good evening. My name is Sean Reid. I'm the Vice Principal at South Chingford Foundation School, and I'm here today to talk to you about that transition process that your child will be taking in Year 6 and going into Year 7 and all that entails. So South Chingford Foundation is the smallest school in Waltham Forest, and we pride ourselves on this because it gives us the opportunity to have the most personalised approach to learning, to community, and to that transition process that your child's going through. It's really important for us as a school to really get to know your child before they arrive in September at Year 7. And the most important reason for this is to give them the confidence, the reassurance, and the knowledge that they're coming into a safe, secure learning environment where they're going to be happy. And that is the most important thing for us as a school. And we do that via a range of transition activities to make your son or your daughter as comfortable as possible and reassured as possible before they come into the school. We start that process with a personalised letter that goes out to you in March and an invite in to look at our school. This year, obviously, it's been very different because we haven't been able to have adults and parents in school to look around the school, although we are doing one-to-one tours tonight. If you've been allocated South Chingford, immediately we send you a personalised letter out, giving you all the giving you the range of activities and what to expect leading up to September. One of the things we do is offer you an immediate sort of tour of the school, especially if you haven't been to the school before. And in these COVID times, a lot of you won't have been. And we offer you these one-to-one tours where you can come in the school site, be shown around by our pupils and our student leaders, and have like an open door policy. We don't have a member of staff showing you around. Just let the kids show you around and to show the school in its current light and warts and all. That's really important. And then after the tour, you can come and have a chat to myself or one of my leadership team with any questions or concerns you've got. And that's really important for us to do that at the start. The next stage will be our sort of transition process where we have a getting to know you day, we have a interview day for students and parents, and then we have our transition day in July, which follows by our summer camp, which is really popular with Year 6s. They come in for a week, do a range of activities, we get to know the students socially, we get to know the students academically, and we get to know the students on a personal level. And so that when they come in September, in theory, some of them may have been on the school site at least 4 or 5 times leading up to September. And that is so important for us because it really gets us to get to know the pupils before they're on site. One of the other things our school does, which a lot of other schools don't do, is the personalised approach to visiting the primary schools. That was very difficult this year with the COVID situation, so we were unable to get into those primary schools, but did lots of one-to-one Zoom calls with staff relating to Year 6, but we were unable to speak to the pupils themselves. In the end, what we did was we had phone calls to students. When we got your details, we called homes, and then we spoke to parents and students individually over the phone. And what we do normally is we go into school, primary school, one of my team, we meet the classroom teacher and we meet the students. So they've already got a recognisable face when they come in to do their transition week. And again, it's all part of that personalised service, and it's all part of that breaking down those barriers of the students worrying about the transition process from primary to secondary school. So when students arrive in September, they'll be allocated their form groups. We have 5 forms in Year 7. Like I said, we are one of the smallest schools in Waltham Forest. So we have 5 personalised form groups, a little bit like primary school in relation to there being their groups initially, and then we slowly transition them into the curriculum, the wider curriculum for Year 7. The biggest change the students will have is they will have up to 12 teachers to get to know. And I always say on my transition talk, so this is one of the biggest areas that students will find the change is hardest to manage. Because it's really looking like, rather than working on relationships with 2 or 3 staff in primary school, they have to work on their relationships with over 12 or 13 staff here, and including a head of year and a vice principals and a range of support staff that are here for them. So that's really important that we sort of start their year off with a transition year, really, in Year 7, making sure that we're bringing down the best parts of primary school in relation to their form groups and their lesson times, and we're also introducing them to a range of specific subjects now that they wouldn't necessarily have had at primary school. One of the biggest selling points for our school is our sort of enrichment program, or extracurricular, or as we like to call it, some more of a holistic approach to a child. And that is all the scaffolding that's around the child outside the classroom. And that to us is so important, from student leadership to more able, to sports and the arts, and to music and drama clubs. And that is really important to us. We even have our fully funded Saturday school, which is called Stepping Stones. And that's solely for year sevens, who can come in from 9 o'clock to 2 o'clock on Saturdays and enjoy a varied curriculum that kind of have lessons and activities and trips that will be outside their normal lessons and they wouldn't have experienced before. And again, that is open to every single child who comes into year 7. And it's fully funded, and we fully fund the breakfast and lunches on that day as well. And it really gives an opportunity for students who need to catch up as well, who may be a little bit behind from primary school, and it gives an opportunity for them to catch up with their maths and English as well. So again, lots of opportunities outside the curriculum, and we really encourage that from day one for students to really sort of access these and take these opportunities as much as possible. It's really important to do this so we can really build a picture of that child and really sort of get an understanding of what each child likes to do themselves. And that links into a lot of our careers work as well, around aspirations and inspirations as well. So I hope you enjoyed the sort of brief overview of what transition involves at South Chingford. I hope you enjoyed the pupil videos that have been on our YouTube channel, and you've enjoyed the other speeches that have been online today. Any questions you have, or anything you don't understand, or anything you'd like more clarity with, please email me. My details are on the website. I'll always get back to you as soon as I can, or you can email the office at southchingfordfs.org.uk. And again, they would respond immediately to any sort of questions you have around this transition process. So good luck with the process, and please come in, see our school on one of our one-to-one tours. Thank you. Bye-bye.